Hey, what's up? I'm Darnell Brown. I'm a growth strategist and designer, and my Teachable school is called Bulletproof Hustle. My industry slash niche is branding and marketing, and I essentially help creative entrepreneurs power up and impact lives through a gumbo of clarity, empathy, and strategy, using courses, programs, coaching, and now a community. The teachable products that I use are courses and digital downloads. I have about 110 students in my school. I started my business after realizing that I have been a creative entrepreneur all of my life through that point. And also because I had already ascended to the highest possible position I could be at my last job, and knew that I wanted to make a greater impact. And so the best way to do that was to bet on myself, creating and selling digital products, firstly through artwork, mostly through graphic designs, such as merch like graphic tees and throw pillows and things like that. And figuring out that this art could sell in certain online stores. And then coming across Teachable maybe 5 or 6 years ago or so, and recognizing that this could be a great platform for me to take all that I've learned, including with the artwork related elements, but also being able to teach that in a captivating way, but also have the tools that I would need to market the materials and promote them in the right way and to the right audience. So I chose Teachable amongst its competitors because of the amazing resource library. I love the fact that I could get some game on learning how to set up these courses, how to sell them properly, and really starting to think of courses as a shortcut to an outcome for my students and my prospects. And they're the ones that really kind of seared that into my brain, and thinking of things that way of transformation first, right? And content that follows an outcome. So I appreciated learning that from them, as well as the myriad of resources that I could take at any time to really learn how to step my game up in selling courses and producing them. And then the after cycle of when your students have been given a transformation and it's on to the next step. The most rewarding thing about starting my business is the validation that I could create more value and more impact, but also bring in more income by going at it alone, by betting on myself and making my own salary caps, right? And pitching what I wanted my rates and things to be, and experimenting with that, and not having anyone have a cap on what my salary could be. So it was the freedom to explore in that way, but it was also validating because I did and continue to earn more than I ever had in traditional employment. So that's been the most gratifying thing for me. The advice that I give to others looking to create digital products is to really start with a problem. Start with a problem that you're obsessed enough about solving. And second, I would define who the audience is that has that problem that you're qualified to solve. And then third, clarify, work on that, on articulating how the solution that you offer solves that problem. And when you reverse engineer that, that's how a digital product should be created. Always starting with the problem first and the transformation that you're trying to present to your audience, rather than just be creating content just to create it, or starting with an idea and producing a product. You got to make sure it's something that people want. Furthermore, I tell people that it's good to make your digital products digestible as possible, that you use language that is appropriate for your prospects and your students, your audience, right? The right language that works for them. And to keep things as scannable as possible, you can make things bite-sized and really engaging. You need to be compelling at what you do. You don't want to put your students to sleep or anything. So you want to work on your presentation skills of being a dynamic and kind of live speaker to keep people awake. And then also making sure that your information is delivered in these bite-sized chunks so that people can pick up wherever they left off and not feel like, oh my God, he has a 2-hour course or something and it's just all the way straight through. You want to break that up into several different smaller videos, give people a chance to take a breather and move on. My content creation process usually just starts with reflecting on conversations that I've had, reflecting on my growth over the last year, reflecting on things that I see people light up over when we're conversing, when we're getting to know each other. Things that they're saying sparks ideas in me, and then I'm like, oh, well, maybe here is a perspective that I could offer on that topic, or some game that I could give to other people. And I usually start with that big idea and then try to figure out the best mechanism to deliver that. Essentially, I am trying to go on this journey of helping folks merge their entrepreneurial identities with their creative identities. It's a long journey, it's an arduous journey, but it's fun and it's fulfilling.